Привет. Появляется что-то новенькое. А что именно? The 800 Most Commonly Used Idioms in America. 800 наиболее часто используемых идиом в Америке. Значит, догадались, 800 идиом американских. Допустим, вы уже используете времена, знаете, как за так или так, условные предложения, все остальное. Отлично, замечательно. Более не менее можете говорить. Но давайте приукрасим нашу речь. Такие выражения, как «куш железо пока горячо», «яблоко от яблони недалеко падает», «обратился не по адресу». Ну это же здорово использовать их, да? Вот этим мы и займемся. И вообще круто, когда мы услышим эти выражения, мы уже не будем думать, да о чем это, мы будем знать о чем это. Итак, понятно о чем. Теперь что внутри? Естественно, 800 разных слов или выражений, даются примеры. То есть я это все начитываю, озвучиваю, стараюсь говорить, естественно, с американским акцентом. Где-то, если я там не так произнес, допустим, есть слово reprimand в конце D, и я иной раз сказал как T. Ну, русский человек что поделать. Reprimand, да, там отчитывать кого-то. Имейте в виду, бывают какие-то такие штуки, обращайте внимание и пишите, если вдруг какой-то вопрос. С удовольствием, с радостью отвечу, когда будет время. То есть фразы, я их озвучиваю. И еще один момент. Кроме того, что вы там увидите, вы увидите, да, там такой PDF-файл, и тут же аудио мой голос. Я буду добавлять свои еще предложения. Вот тут, извините, я не буду вам их писать. То есть на слух воспринимайте. Если что-то непонятно, опять же меня спрашивайте. То есть я добавляю еще дополнительные предложения. Итак, хорошо. Как они разбиты? На 8 частей. 800, значит, по 100, значит, 8 частей будет. 8 частей по 100 пунктов, то есть предложение или фраза. Слушайте одну часть много-много-много раз. Не спешите, не думайте, что за один раз вы будете всех знать. Несколько раз слушайте, потом перейдите ко второй части. Вернитесь затем к первой. И вот так вот потихоньку слушайте все их, да, время от времени, когда у вас есть время, там в маршрутке или где-то, да, и вы потом удивитесь. Вау! Вдруг, ни с того ни с сего, в вашей речи возникает эта фраза сама по себе. Потому что вы учите как дети, которые там родились. Они слушают это постоянно. Вот тем же самым мы будем заниматься. Мы будем слушать постоянно, и оно само будет выпрыгивать в вашей речи. Ух, супер. Вот. Еще один момент, когда будете слушать, особенно на улице, внимательно. Потому что если вы слушаете, идете, вы же понимаете, машины, все дела, очень внимательно, осторожно вокруг. Вот тоже важный момент. Так, хорошо, все вам сказал. Все рассказал, в принципе, все, я думаю, понятно. Если вопросы какие-то, пишите. То есть хочется пожелать терпения и настойчивости, да, в вашем переваривании всех этих идиом. Слушайте изо дня в день регулярно. Вот это хочется пожелать. Ну и вообще, удачи во всех ваших хороших делах. Bye-bye.
The 800 most commonly used idioms in America. Поехали. Part 1. Части 1-100. 1. Above board. Legitimate. Legal. She knows it shouldn't be kept a secret. She wants to keep everything above board. 2. Across the board. Including everyone or everything. The company had a successful year. All salaries were increased by 10% across the board. 3. Air one's dirty laundry in public. Discuss personal problems openly. He's a very private person. If he has a problem in his family, he doesn't want to air his dirty laundry in public. 4. All along. All the time. She was accepted into the university, but she knew all along that she'd get in. 5. All ears. Eager to listen. I was excited to hear about her vacation. When she told me about it, I was all ears. 6. All thumbs. Clumsy, unable to fix things. Don't ask me to put that clock back together. I'm all thumbs. 7. An arm and a leg. A large amount of money. It cost me an arm and a leg to fix a stove. 8. Ants in one's pants. Nervous, anxious. He wasn't sure if he would be chosen to win the award. He had ants in his pants. 9. Apple or the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Being similar to a parent or family member. He acts just like his father. You know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. 10. Apple of one's eye. Someone special, usually a son or a daughter. Although he loves his son, his daughter is the apple of his eye. 11. At fault. Responsible for making errors. He is at fault for all the errors on the computer. 12. At odds. In disagreement. Или еще можно сказать в терках. He is at odds with his boss. At one's beck and call. Always ready to do what is ordered. Whenever she calls him, he's always helping her. He is at her beck and call. He is her beck and call. B-E-C-K. 14. At one's wit's end. Anxious. Frantic. I need to speak with him to finish the report by tomorrow, but he's not available. I'm at my wit's end. Итак, at one's wit's end означает дойти до точки, а frantic означает безумный, неистовый. 16. Точнее, 15. At the end of one's rope. Desperate, with nowhere to turn. I've tried every which way to figure out this problem, but I can't. I'm at the end of my rope. Every which way означает in all directions. At the end of one's rope можно перевести как в безвыходном положении. 16. Back on one's feet. Financially or physically healthy again. Since sales improved, he's doing better and he's getting back on his feet. 17. Back out of. Withdraw and an obligation or promise. I made a deal with my friend to help him at work. When I became too busy, I had to back out of it. 18. Back to the drawing board. Rethink an idea. Need to start over. When my supervisor told me that our idea wouldn't work, we had to go back to the drawing board to come up with something else. 19. Backbone. Courage. He has no backbone because he was afraid to reprimand her. Reprimand. То есть отчитывать, делать выговор или объявлять выговоры, отчитать кого-то. 20. Backseat driver. Passenger who tells you how to drive. I'll never drive Joe to the airport again. He kept on wanting me to take another road which I knew was wrong. He's such a backseat driver. 21. Bail one out. Help. Или можно перевести как выручить. Thanks for picking me up when my car broke down. You really bailed me out of a bad situation. 22. Ballpark figure. Approximate amount. Приблизительное количество. When I asked the contractor how much it would be to remodel the kitchen, he gave me a ballpark figure. 23. Bang for the buck. Value for the money spent. Newspaper advertising works well for us because we get the best bang for the buck. 24. Bank on it. Означает be sure of. Count on, rely on, надеяться на что-то, на кого-то. I'll be there to help you. You can bank on it. 25. Banker's hours. Short work hours. He loves his job because on Friday he gets to work banker's hours. 26. Bark up the wrong tree. Make a wrong choice or a false assumption. If he thinks that I'm going to help him paint his house, well, he's barking up the wrong tree. Bark up the wrong tree означает сделать ошибку или обратиться не по адресу. Следующее, 27. Bet 1,000. Have a perfect record. Be successful. He's so happy that everyone he invited to the party is coming. He's betting 1,000. It means like he is 100% successful. 28. Bet an eyelash. Show emotion. He was filled with emotion during his speech, but she didn't bat an eyelash. Но она и глазом не моргнула. Можно еще сказать bat an eyelid или bat an eye. 29. Ball out. B-A-W-L out. Ball out. Означает reprimand. Опять же, сделать выговор, отчитать, накричать, наорать на кого-то. The team was balled out after they lost the game. 30. Be beside one's self. Be very upset. I was so mad when I heard that she was making up stories about me that I was beside myself. То есть вне себя. 31. Beat around the bush. Avoid giving a clear answer. I didn't want to hurt his feelings and tell him that he wasn't selected for the team. So when he asked me if I had any information, I basically beat around the bush. 32. Beat someone to the punch. Do something before someone else can. То есть опередить. She was going to buy the last red dress that the store had, but I beat her to the punch and bought it first. 33. Beat the rap. Escape punishment. There was not enough evidence to convict him, so he beat the rap and was set free. 34. Behind the 8th ball. In trouble. My department is late on its deadline. We are behind the 8th ball. 35. Bend over backwards. Try very hard. He'll bend over backwards to help any of his friends. 36. Bide one's time. Wait patiently for the right opportunity. Возможность. I'm just going to bide my time. I know that eventually a position will open. То есть bide my time, можно сказать, ждать благоприятного подходящего момента или случая. 37. Big shot. Important person. Since he was given a promotion, he's been acting like a big shot. 38. Big stink. An angry and loud complaint. She made a big sting when her meal was served cold. То есть stink можно перевести как скандал, сенсация, шум. Birds and bees. Это 39-е. 39-е. Birds and bees. Facts about sex and birth. The girl's mother told her daughter about the birds and the bees during the summer holidays. 40. Bit off more than one can chew. Trying to do more than one can physically or mentally handle. I told her I would help her in her job, but it seems that's all I've been doing lately. I think I bit off more than I could chew. 41. Bite one's tongue. Keep oneself from speaking. I had to bite my tongue in order not to tell him that he won the raffle. Raffle like lottery. 42. Bite the dust. Die, disappear. Our old TV didn't work yesterday. I guess it finally beat the dust. 43. Blab. Talk too much. She's always blabbing about her supervisor's personal life to her friends. 44. Blabbermouth. Person who talks too much and tells secrets. He's such a blabbermouth that there is no way Bob will be surprised for his party. 45. Black sheep. A family member with a bad reputation. John's way of life is so different from all of ours. He's known as the black sheep of the family. 46. Blind date. A date arranged for two people who don't know each other. Many married couples have met on a blind date. 47. Blow it. Lose a chance, make a mistake, облажаться. I knew I blew it when I forgot my lines in the play. 48. Blow over. And pass. То есть пройти, закончиться. She knew her co-workers will eventually forget how she messed up the filing system in the office. She couldn't wait for the incident to blow over. 49. Blow the whistle. Означает expose, betray. I just found out that he's been stealing from our company for the past year. I don't want it to continue and I've decided to blow the whistle. То есть я решил выдать что-то, донести, разоблачить кого-то. То есть выдать какую-то информацию, разоблачить. 50. Boil down. Boil down можно перевести как сводится что-то к чему-то. Или make shorter, condense. This whole complicated situation just boils down to something simple. It's either a yes or a no. 51. Bomb. B-O-M-B. Fail, be unsuccessful. The whole cast was very sad that the show bombed on Broadway. 52. Bone to pick with someone. Complaint, argument. I heard that you have rejected my proposal. I'm upset and have a bone to pick with you. 54. Boob tube. Television set. Boob — это не только женская грудь на сленге, но еще можно перевести как дурак. То есть труба, дурацкая труба. Трубка. What's on the boob tube tonight? 54. Bookworm. Person who reads a lot. The library is a perfect place for her to work because she is such a bookworm. 55. Booze. Liquor. Liquor, like Liquor. То есть выпивка. They kept bottles of booze behind the bar. 56. Botch up. B-O-T-C-H-U-P. Make a mistake. Ruin. I asked for help with my watercolor painting, but when she decided to add some purple paint, I knew that she completely botched it up. 57. Bottom line. End result. Ultimate cause. He never practiced the piano, so the bottom line is he can play very well. Next. 58. Bounce. Bounce означает не только прыгать, но в данном случае сейчас посмотрим на другое значение. Not acceptable because of insufficient funds in the bank. Insufficient funds – это у нас переводится как недостаточно средств или недостаточно средств, или недостаток средств на счету. Bounce означает быть возвращенным, непринятым. То есть что-то возвращается, не принимается, типа прыгает назад. If your check bounces, I will need to charge you extra money. 59. Brain. Intelligent person. She is such a brain. She will figure out how to solve the problem. 60. Brainstorm. Very smart idea. I have got a brainstorm. Let's start giving out free samples of our products. 61. Bread and butter. Basic needs of life, like food, shelter, clothing. The voters are worried about bread and butter issues like jobs and taxes. 62. Break one's neck. Try very hard. She broke her neck last night trying to finalize a proposal. 63. Break the ice. Overcome formality or shyness with others. He started the meeting by telling a joke. He was hoping the joke would break the ice. 64. Break the news. Okay, break the news означает осторожно сообщить неприятную новость. Or, можно перевести как overcome from... Да, это я уже сказал. He started the meeting by... Да, все понятно. Next. Значит, break the news еще можно перевести как tell a surprising fact. То есть осторожно сказать какую-то новость. She broke the news and told him that she was going to move to another city. 65. Break up. Separate. They needed to break up their engagement because she fell in love with someone else. 66. Break even. Так, break even означает выйти в ноль, покрыть расходы. Или have expenses equal to profits. The company didn't make a profit this year. We just broke even. 67. Breathe a word. Tell. Please don't breathe a word of this to anyone. 68. Breeze. Breeze – это что-то у нас пустяк, какая-то легкая задача. Last night's homework was a breeze. 69. Bring home the bacon. Означает earn the family's income. Или еще можно перевести как зарабатывать, кормить, обеспечивать. He stays home and raises the children, and she brings home the bacon. 70. Broke. Having no money. I can't go to the restaurant tonight because I'm broke. 71. Brown bag. Bring one's lunch from home. For the meeting on Friday, we've all decided to brown bag it. 72. Buck. Dollar. I'm low this week on cash. Can I borrow a few bucks to get me through the week? 73. Buckle down. Study or work very hard. Или еще можно перевести как серьезно браться за работу. Last semester his grades were very low, so this year he decided to buckle down. 74. Body. означает very friendly. Buddy — это как приятель, а buddy — быть чересчур дружелюбным, даже где-то, можно сказать, как льстить. She's gotten to be very buddy with her boss. 75. Bug means annoy, bother. It bugs me every time he asks to borrow a pencil. 76. Bulldoze означает intimidate, coerce. Intimidate — это запугивать, coerce — заставлять силой. И все это слова-синонимы к слову bulldoze. So, bulldoze. 76 у нас вариант. Шантажировать, запугивать, принуждать силой. I didn't want to work on the fundraising committee, but I feel I was bulldozed into it. 77. Bum. Worthless person. Bum, кроме того, что означает бездомный, то есть бомж, может переводиться в данном случае как бездельник, лентяй. As long as I have known him, he never worked and always borrowed from other people. He is such a bum. 78. Burn a hole in one's pocket. Money to be spent quickly. The bonus he received must have burned the hole in his pocket. He ended up buying a car the next day. 79. Bury the hatchet. Make peace. Although we had gotten into a big fight last month, we decided to bury the hatchet and become friends again. 80. Butt in. B-U-T-T in. Означает interfere, вмешиваться. Please don't butt in to our conversation. It's personal. 81. Bother up. Flatter for selfish reasons. I bothered up my boss before I asked him off for the upcoming holiday. 82. By hook or by crook. By any means necessary. Even though we have to fly to get to your wedding, we'll be there by hook or by crook. 83. By the skin of one's teeth. By a very small margin. Our team won by the skin of our teeth. Это означает едва-едва, еле-еле, то есть чудом, едва, еле-еле. 84. Call it quits. Или call it a day. Означает stop или finish. I have worked all day and I'm exhausted. I've decided to call it quits. 85. Call off. Cancel. The game was called off because of rain. 86. Call on the carpet. Означает reprimand. То есть делать выговор, отчитывать кого-то. He was called on the carpet for losing all the financial statements. 87. Call someone's bluff. Have someone prove what he says. I don't think Bob knows as much as he says. I think we should call his bluff. Еще можно перевести как challenge someone to give proof of his claims. То есть потребовать доказательств. 88. Call the shots. Be in charge. Give orders. То есть командовать. Это идет из бильярда. Как называть удары, дословно. То есть называть, по каким шарам бить. Тот, кто говорит, по каким шарам бить, типа бить, это типа он как командир командует. То есть to call the shots. We knew who the supervisor was because she called all the shots. 89. Can. Fire, dismiss. I was canned and no longer am working for the company. 90. Can of worms. Клубок проблем. Complex problem or complicated situation. It opened up a large can of worms when the company decided to talk about the union contract. 91. Carried away. Adversely, то есть неблагоприятно, influenced by strong emotion. He was carried away by his effective sales approach and bought the remainder of his products. 92. Catch on. Understand. Figure out. I'm beginning to catch on to this algebra. 93. Catch someone red-handed. Find one in the act of doing something wrong. The police came and the bank robber was caught red-handed. 94. Caught short. I didn't have enough money to pay the bill. I was caught short. 95. Chalk up. Record, score, заносить на свой счет. Chalk up another one for the team. They won the championship. 96. Change of heart. A change in the way one feels about something. I wasn't planning to spend the holidays with my family, but after speaking with my mother, I had a change of heart. 97. Chicken feed. Типа кот наплакал. A small amount of money. Taking the whole family on that cruise is certainly not going to be chicken feed. 98. Chip in. Contribute. We are all going to chip in and give the teacher a gift. 99. Chip off the old block. Child who looks or acts just like his or her parent. То есть весь в кого-то или ведет себя как один из родственников. He reminds me so much of his father. He is a chip of the old block. 100. Chip on one's shoulder. Quarrelsome attitude. Quick to anger. I was afraid to ask her for a favor. It looked like she had a chip on her shoulder. То есть можно перевести как готовый разозлиться или ищущий повод для драки или ссоры.